Hello, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. Mr. Smile's popping up because life is better with a smile. I'm popping up tonight for a reason. I've had a pretty extraordinary day, and I've just come out of a conversation with beautiful men in my life who um, we're learning to love more. We're learning to really get into our hearts and to share what's going on. But today, I had a conversation with some amazing guys, and I really want to thank Luke Donovan for taking me out to his community to have a conversation, put a pair of socks in a bloke's hand, and say thank you for doing his best right now. And it opened up the most extraordinary conversation. We talked. It just taught me how to love a bit more. Taught me how to love my mates. Taught me how to love a man. Just that little bit more, and I was blown away. But there's a couple of points tonight that I actually want to bring up, and one of those points is I've had a few conversations in the last few days about men, and like I think it takes great courage to have a conversation, and especially about our feelings, to share how we feel, and it's something that men in general are learning how to do, and I think we're doing a bloody good job, to be honest, to just go into that. Like I'm looking at a lot of stats at the moment around violence and bits and pieces, and I'm seeing improvement for men consistently. I'm consistently seeing men being better versions of themselves, and I love that. Have we got a way to go? Yes, we have. But I think the most important thing for me is we're learning to love more, and it takes great courage to actually try and embrace this opportunity called life, especially for a man at the moment. Like it's been really interesting, some of the stuff I've been learning, but we're trying. But I'm going to bring up something right now that for me is super important. When a man tries to open up to you, a man tries to share how he's feeling, it's really important that you sit and just listen. It's really important that you don't throw it back at him. When we're learning to open our hearts and say that really hurt, my anxiety got to me. I can't believe that, I did this because it really hurt, and I know that it hurt others, and I didn't do it to do the wrong thing. I was trying to do something, and the impact was that I hurt other people. To use that against a man just crushes us. I'm standing with some beautiful men today, and we're talking about life's opportunities and the genuine love that these men had for their partners, for the women, but for each other. Men love so deeply, and I'm so proud to be a man. Like, I love the fact that men have built Taj Mahals and pyramids for women, because we adore them, we love them. I'll tell you what, the love of a man, the true love of a man, it's a beautiful thing. It really is, and it comes from so deep. I just had a conversation, as I was saying before, which is the reason why I'm popping up here, with some beautiful men, and we're exploring life's opportunities. We're exploring life's experiences, the ones that really hurt. I tell you what, how we opened that up, and the beautiful man that was Andrew. I'll leave it at that, and if you comments, then great. But he shared a situation in his life that was really, really difficult. He doesn't talk about it. But because he did, and he gave permission for other men to share. But more importantly, he lives in my heart deeper. He lives in the other man's heart deeper. And we feel more connected because we share that in a safe place. It's my mission right now to create more and more safe places for men so that they can come together and rebuild their strength. Hey, Toots, I gotta love this. And this is something, hey, mate, yeah, 100 words, right? 100 words. Let's get 100 words out of our men. Let's listen to those 100 words because those 100 words matter. Mate, I love it, Toots. Like he's a man that's on a mission to give men a voice again. I want a man to hear me, a mission to hear men. I'm on a mission for men to get their voice because we're stronger together. And I don't mean in the physical stronger together. We're just stronger together. Like over here, I've got the picture of a man, right? And I'm a firm believer in we're like trees. If we work on our foundations, we work on the important things in life and strengthen our roots and they go deeper into the ground so we can get a bigger hold. So when the storms of life come through, we stand stronger. We can carry more weight. We can do more things. That's why it's so important for men to stand stronger together, stand like trees together so that we support each other, so that we can grow, we can flourish into this unique thing that is called a human. Like a tree doesn't just grow to a certain size and then sort of stop growing. A tree grows to its fullest potential and then dies. I'd love to see what it's like through support and getting deeper foundations to see just how strong humanity can be as we stand together. We need to teach our boys to express their feelings. Yeah, we do. But we also need to teach our girls how to be emotionally responsible for their opportunities too, Auntie Shaz. Like our boys are learning consistently and then they're growing. Like seeing some of the young guys do what they're doing at the minute is extraordinary. But unfortunately, we've also got hang on, I just lost the screen. There we go. We need to teach each other how to engage more with safe places to express our feelings. And this is, I love, and thanks, Auntie Shaz. Stand like trees, stand together. Well, if you think about that, Auntie Shaz, right? If we're a tree standing in a field and the storms of life come through, which they do, those storms came through. Are we standing on our own? We get blown around, right? We need to stand stronger. We need to stand stronger. I know that if we stand together as trees or men or women, or at the end of the day, we're all human, right? They're human issues. They're not man issues or female issues. We live in this world together. They're human issues that we have. But if we stand stronger together, when the storms of life come through us, we stand together. We stand stronger. They don't blow us around as much because we're deflecting from one another. We're supporting one another. And I love that. Yeah, all of us, Auntie Shaz. That's 100% correct. All of us. We're all human. It's human opportunities that we need to work on. We connect like trees, the deep root network, 100%. Angela, you're someone that I go to for emotional support. More than that, it's emotional awareness, so that I know how I impact others based upon what I project. And Angela, more than anyone, I will sit in silence until I hear, till I get an understanding. Then I'll ask questions to get a deeper understanding, getting down into the roots, getting right down into the foundations, so that I can understand and support that tree, making one another stronger. We are all human, So, anyway, I was just popping up tonight, just a quick one, just to share a bit of my heart. Hopefully you feel it. Hopefully you feel what the power, like Craig Turton, what a beautiful man, supporting men to say 100 words, get around each other. Look, Donovan, thank you so much. Andrew, Paul, Arch, what a beautiful journey tonight was, Love. What is love? What is the essence of love? It's not a word. It's a feeling. Thank you, Angela. It's a feeling, right? It's what you feel when somebody does an action that makes you feel love. I know that I'm learning to love more right now. I'm learning that we are important to one another. I'm learning how to connect better. It takes great courage to step into that. It takes great courage to actually be open to the opportunity of love. I've danced with the opportunity of recent about heartbreak. I don't believe in heartbreak. I do believe in hearts breaking open. Yeah. I encourage you to consider that when you've got that deep heartbreak. What is it doing? Your heart's breaking open because you do care and you do feel it. And I love it. So I'm just going to grab this from Shad. The topics you speak on highlight the most pressing issues in our society. Men feel at depth many wouldn't ever admit for fear of it being used against them again. Do you know what, Chad? 100%. And that's what I'm hearing over and over again. That when man does take that courageous decision to actually open up, it gets thrown back at us. Because, from the ladies watching tonight, I want the feedback on this. Because I feel it's scary to see your man have a courageous discussion and share how he feels. In many millennia going backwards, men have just stood strong, and fought. But to have us actually let go and open our hearts, it must be daunting to see that. But we only do it because we're safe. When we're safe, when we're free to be us and to share how we feel, please honour it. That is our greatest compliment to you. If we're safe enough to be open in a world that men don't know how to feel, and we actually stumble through that, it is the most sacred gift we can give you. That's us giving you our heart. It's an act of love. Now, I've got my back up at the moment, and I really have, and I'll just go there. You know, like I've really got my back up about the loss of men's voices. You know, and I only look at all the sitcoms throughout the years that I've grown up with. You're Married with Children, your Simpsons, your your Family Guy, your Malcolm in the Middle, even Young Sheldon, right? All the husbands are depicted as these men that drink beer and they're overweight and they're lazy and they don't have any emotional intelligence. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Look at the names on here: Craig Turton, Chad Watson, Hugh Masters. I walk this beautiful journey of life with men who actually really do care. That make decisions based upon what's best for those around them. You know, here's the most beautiful thing. You know, I in times we could have done better. We really could have. You know, and we're learning that, and it's evident in my circle of influence. These amazing men that have just gotten better and better and better, and looking after one another more and more and more. Family violence, emotional pain. It's not a gender issue. It's a human issue. All you need to do is sit down and look at life throughout the years and look at how the world's been run. It's been run through fear and control. We haven't known any better because we fear loss. We fear not having the things in life that are important to us because, in reality, to lose something, especially something we love, really hurts. But it only hurts because we care. It only hurts because it's a part of us. It's part of our story that's not there anymore. What would life be like without it? I'd much rather have that love and joy and care and appreciate that for what that is than not to have it at all. What would our world look like if we chose love? What would our world look like if we chose to sit in the discomfort and take the time to actually understand how to strengthen the roots of somebody, how to find a way to nurture the ground, give it more water, give it more give it more nutrients so it can grow to its fullest potential. What would life look like? What would it look like if our leaders sat and really took the time to understand things and didn't choose to be governed by other people's needs for greed and even the greed, I don't believe. People think that every single person I've ever met makes the decision to be right. Only once you've made the decision do you even understand that that's the wrong decision. So we need to understand those decisions. I want to know what love looks like. I want to know what a world looks like if we choose to accept that sometimes things don't work out. That sometimes, you know what, it's really going to hurt. But I want to see the best of you. I want to see you grow. I want to see you be the very best version of you, no matter how much it hurts me. Because you're worth it. I'm impromptu, but I agree. However, if they taught to open up only to be shut down, it takes a long time to speak up again. Teach society how to actually listen without judgment, in my mind, is the first step. And I agree. We need to learn to listen. Because one of the problems we've had in society is we've been so busy projecting simply because we want to be seen. If we're not seen, we're like, this is me, but this is me. Like I need to get my opinion across. I have to get my opinion across. This is me. It's not about you. It's about we. We've got to listen to one another. You're perfectly perfect as you are, however you turn up. But we need to listen. Angela Heiser, who I love with all my heart, runs an amazing course on listening. And I'm glad you're on it, Angela. Just, like the time right now is probably perfect for people to actually take your course and embark on the journey of listening. We've been told to talk so much. Now it's time to listen. Listening is not just with your ears. It's listening with your eyes. It's listening with your heart. It's listening with what's around you. Taking in the physiology, taking in the tone of voice, taking in the understanding of what made that decision possible. Loving those nails. Do you know what? This is quite funny. I've actually grown quite accustomed to these nails. I actually quite like them. I might even keep them. The discomfort that I felt in the situation where I got them, has actually made it really comfortable for me, which I really love. Why can't I have my nails polished? Why can't I chase unicorns and rainbows and love that? I sit there with my beautiful son and we talk about this, He goes, Dad, I'm not gay. I said, I don't care if you are. He goes, but I'm not. I like girls, but I love rainbows and unicorns. What does that mean? I said, dude, it doesn't matter. Just love you, be you. Own your story, own yourself, right? If you own your story and you can own you, then the rest of the world won't affect you, won't come at you, won't have to fight that. You may have to put up with a lot of different things. Love that. Only shares. Nice one. Put smiley face up. Look, they're almost at the point. See how much you've grown out. They actually make good smileys right now. So, and I love this, Angela. Stop judging others starts with stopping. Well, stopping judgment of others starts with stopping self-judgment. 100% acceptance, love, and compassion for self. Oh, what a journey that would be. What a journey that would be if we took that into the world, if we took the opportunity to understand self before anything else. One of the things that I'm not anti education. I think education is important. I do question some of the education these days. I really challenge the opportunities of acceptance where we're telling our kids to accept others. We just teach each other to accept ourselves. That's a great place to start. You're uniquely you, and no matter who you are and how you turn up, take your time figuring that out. Don't be in a hurry. At 47 years old, I'm still working it out. And I think I've got one of the biggest hearts going around. I'm still working that out. 47. Take your time. Yeah, you're worth it. We're stepping into this wonderful new era where we're learning to appreciate each other a hell of a lot more. So, Shad, in order to listen, we also need to know how to ask questions. Bang. Quality of the question determines the quality of the answer. Shad, you were there when I sat with Oscar in a podcast. Shad is an amazing man. I can't thank him enough for being part of my life. Assertive Media is his company, and Cats in the Cradles just come out. I highly recommend you watch it. I highly recommend you watch the journey between a father and son, from a man who was scared to be a father, a man that didn't know exactly how to do it right. I think I'm in a pretty good place. Love to know what your thoughts are, Shad, because you sat in all 8 episodes and to ask questions. I think one of the things why I love this, Angela. Thank you. One of the reasons why we chose Roeville High School was simply because the Julie Kennedy, the principal of the school, sat down on the initial meeting and talked about how kids at the age of 5 ask 300 questions a day. By the time they're 15, they're lucky to ask one question. We encourage kids to ask more questions. That in itself is the key to growth, and I just love it. I'm going to grab this, Lisa. I'll pop this up. I think over-intellectualizing emotional health has led to a situation where people think they should be further along because of how much they know. But knowing doesn't progress healing. Feeling the feelings. The shift is to move beyond information and education. Well, knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge becomes powerful if we can apply what we learn. And I think that's something that right now, more than ever, we need to take it a little bit slower, a little bit easier on each other. We're going through this massive growth as humans. We're really taking on the opportunity of, oh, what's this feel? How's this feel? I think COVID has been one of the most amazing things for the human race. Those who've gone through the really painful situations, they're starting to figure out what really matters, what really creates us, what's the important things in our life. I'm grateful for that. So, Shad, thank you so much. I witnessed recording those podcast episodes. What I witnessed recording those podcast episodes was a father and son connecting at a level that is very rarely seen. Really appreciate that, Shad. I've chosen to be a father, and I'll never forget the time I was doing a podcast a couple of years ago when, it was quite funny. I was sitting there with somebody having a conversation, and I said, I've chosen to be a father. We remember that. I said, well, it's actually hard work being a father. It's actually hard work turning up and having the conversations and sitting in the discomfort, knowing full well that I don't have all of Oscar's experiences, but I do have the opportunity to ask questions, that I do have the ability to be able to listen and then help guide him through the opportunities that come. My role as a father is not to tell him what to do, it's to help him navigate his situation so that he can make choices. And I'm forever grateful that I've learned that. So, and Shad, thank you so much for putting that link up. I really appreciate it. Chad, I really have enjoyed that journey with you. I've really valued your opinion as a man and as a father to help us have better conversations. So thank you. As long as people accept that not too bad or fine are acceptable descriptions of feelings, we have a long way to go. Knowing how we really feel is a game changer. And I think that is a really important thing, Angela. And we'll probably do a podcast as quietly, but being able to actually understand what emotion I'm feeling is a great start. Just trying to name it. Just trying to say, oh, I'm hurting right now. What is that hurt? What is it? Is it sadness? Is it discomfort? Why am I feeling discomfort? What's more than that? I've got shame around this. I've got anguish. I'm frustrated. Okay, why are you frustrated? Well, this situation. Okay, what was that situation? All of a sudden, we've got the feeling. We can go deeper. We can grab that. You know, just trying to name a feeling, trying to name an emotion. That in itself, for me, is self-love. Self-love, because you're choosing to dig deeper in yourself. You're asking better quality questions. Angela would probably do a conversation around that. Angela Heiser, don't get me started on the language used in this area. Well, I think the one thing for me, Lisa, that I love to embrace is the opportunity to get things wrong. I love the opportunity to turn up, and no matter what comes up, I want to stumble through it. I want to be able to try and work it out. I don't always have the answer. I don't always have the things in my life that make things important. Well, not important, but I don't have the things in life to get things right. And being able, a freedom to be able to stumble, a freedom to be able to, you know, open up about what is actually going on. That's what Smiles for Life is actually about. It's not about getting anything right. It's not about being, you know, like the man on top of anything. It's about just having a place to stumble through life, stumble through the awkward situations, ask better questions, come together and learn from one another's experiences, learn what's worked for somebody, what hasn't worked for somebody, what got me through this. You know, I'm not a religious man, but I do believe that life will nail you to the cross, right? And it's how you resurrect, how you get up and go again. How is it that you're going to stand up and just have another go? It's made easier when you've got other people around you sharing their experiences, sharing the things that they've learned in life. Geez, considering I was only coming on for 5 minutes just to talk about love, I've gone a long way through tonight, haven't I? But I love it, right? We're engaging, right? We're engaging, we're having a bigger conversation. You know, the problem is that when we tell people how we really feel, they immediately try to fix it. We are so uncomfortable with the negative emotions, which takes us straight back to knowing how to listen. Well, we talked about this today, actually. We talked about this as a group of men, talking about how do we show up when we're having a difficult conversation? What is it that we need to bring to the table when we have a difficult conversation? It's our presence. Our single greatest gift is our presence. To sit there, you don't have to say anything. You can sit there and just listen. Really appreciate you sharing that. Thank you. I'm not quite sure what to say right now, but I really appreciate you sharing that. The courageous thing to do is to ask, I think I heard this. Is that correct? How does that make you feel? Mm. Mm. There are no negative emotions. Need a coffee, you and I, Angela. I want to grab this. Just to be clear, there are no negative emotions. Every emotion has an important purpose. 100%. And that's, the magic that just happened. The absolute magic that just happened with Andrew and I was just wonderful. We sat in that emotion. And, you know, it was a feeling that came up. And, you know, normally it's negative, but it's really not. It's just how you feel. When we get an understanding as to why we feel that, then it becomes an opportunity to learn. That is a beautiful thing. An opportunity to learn from an emotion, especially something that might feel negative, I think is just extraordinary. So, yeah. All right. Well, I've gone for nearly half an hour. Didn't expect that. Anyway, one of the things that I will say, thank you for being here. You know, I look through the names that are making comments. I'm looking, and every single one of them has touched my heart. Every single one of them is a part of my life that's helped me grow. Every single one of them is someone I'm very, very grateful to have in my life. So, with all of my heart, I just want to say thank you for doing your best right now. And, you know, dream of a world where we choose love. I hope we get to walk that journey one day. From my heart to yours, thank you so much. Have an amazing night. Who knows when I'll pop up next, but It's going to be a little bit more often. You know? Oh, have an amazing night. Just remember, life is better with a smile. Now, where's that button? I think they moved it. Does anyone know? Because this streaming thing has changed a bit. You know? Hey, look, have a look at this. Have a look at this. Look at this. Only Shaz. Shad Watson. Chad Cameron. What an amazing human. Wait till you see what we're doing. Only Shaz, love you too, yeah. Angela, love you, you gorgeous human. Thank you for being me. Thank you for being you. Oh, now I'm going to find that button. Oh, take care. Ah, Lee Hampson, another beautiful man. Egg, am I not the luckiest man in the world? Am I not? Honestly, beautiful people. Anyway, take care. Have an amazing night. Ciao. Now, I'm sure it's over there. Did they move? I think they moved it. Where is it?